Hey YouTube. We just got in from the grocery store and we need to prepare for a dinner with people coming over tonight. My parents are coming over and so I have to make stuff we can't eat. But I'm going to try a modified version of chicken marsala, see how it works. Instead of using white flour to dredge it, we're going to try just a little bit of coconut flour. I guess I could use almond flour, but I think coconut flour is probably going to work better for what we're doing. I'm not going to do it heavy duty because I can't risk having, I'm just going to do that, and then I'm only going to have one protein today and not do a bread. And we're going to use coconut oil. So I'll see how that goes. Just to be on the safe side, I'm not going to have a real big portion because I'm worried about what'll happen. So that's that. We are on day 52 of VLCD, round 3. And I was down 1.4, I believe. 1.4 today. So that's kind of cool. I just had a 0.8 yesterday and was hoping I would lose more today. So I'm down 1.4. So I've only got around 7 pounds left to my goal loss for this round. And since I'm going to be on this almost another 11 or 12 days, I should be able to do that. So that's kind of a positive for me. Then we're driving home from church and I made the mistake of looking in the mirror and realizing in the sunlight that all of my fluffy that's going away is leaving my crow's feet and other things behind that I've had but that were hidden by my fluffiness. So my husband's got some fluffiness he's lost too. So we look our age, or closer to our age. I was still getting carded for alcohol when I was in my 30s, so I guess I can't complain too much. But I was also fluffy. Still am, but that's what you get. So that's a little update. I went ahead and put the link in for the Capella flavor drops. Someone had asked where to find them, and I put the link in for the website so you can get to that. I can only speak for the drops that I've used. We haven't tried a lot of the flavors that we have yet. Part of the problem on P2 is that, until you can do baked goods, there's not a whole lot to flavor with. At least not that I've found. So you're pretty much limited to coffee and beverages. Another thing I want to try that I'm going to try this week, I've determined I'm going to try it because I'm a much bigger fan of beverages than food, especially at the end of my rounds. I'm going to try to mix Kool-Aid, just the cheapy 10-cent packages, with stevia and see how that works. Because I have a big Mongo bag of stevia that I'm never going to use. I think I bought it because I had to use a lot in a P3 cheesecake, which I have got to share that. Once we're in P3, that cheesecake is getting made. I can tell you that we had that for Thanksgiving, and we used, I also made homemade cranberry sauce, like bought the whole cranberries and added to that water and stevia and put that over the cheesecake. And yeah, it's hard thinking about that because I can't have anything of the sort right now. So what am I making tonight? This is what I have to suffer through. I'm making, besides the chicken marsala, we're making this devil's food cake with a hot fudge sauce. You like poke holes in it and put hot fudge sauce on it, and then you have to wait for it all to cool, and you put a layer of Cool Whip on the top and mini chocolate chips. Because I had to get something I knew my kids would eat, since I don't want things sitting around that that we would be tempted with. I'm not a huge fan of chocolate cake, so it's kind of a wimpy move on my part. So that's one thing we're making. I think I'm gonna make orzo with pesto, and the green beans we can have. We're doing the Trader Joe's green beans with garlic and no chicken broth, and that's it. Salt, pepper. I use coconut oil. So I think that's it. But I was going to get more adventurous with cooking, and I decided not to because we're limited on time. My parents have the kids for the afternoon, and we're trying to get some stuff done. We're fixing things around the house. We have our home study meeting for our adoption on Tuesday night. So we're trying to get tidied up, and knowing what they're going to be looking for. It's a little weird, you know, all of your medications have to be put up. Things have to be out of the way and locked away, and stairways clear of clutter, all that kind of crazy stuff that we don't really think about normally. So we're going to have to be aware of those now. So that's my update, and I'm going to cut this short. I don't know if my husband will jump in the video if I do another one tonight. We'll see how we made it through dinner. Hopefully we'll be okay. My problem is the NDP2. I don't know if anyone else, I've not heard of anyone else having this. I've looked, I've listened to vlogs. When we do long rounds like this, anything past 30 days, I get to the point where I don't like food anymore. As in, my taste buds are dead and nothing sounds good. Even cheap foods. Here in Cincinnati, I drove by a Skyline Chili billboard, and that didn't even look good this morning to me. Just nothing sounds good. No foods at all. And so I'm in the mode now where I'm going to have to start forcing myself to eat, because I don't want to eat. So I've got to be careful. Anyway, that's my update, and I will, if the Marsala turns out well, and I figure out what the calorie counts and everything in that are, you're going to have to get around the Marsala mushroom thing. But if it's worthwhile and we do well with it, I will post how we did, and possibly post the modified recipe that we used. So talk to you later. Bye.